Hi everyone, welcome to our first episode of the MythBusters series on LinkedIn Live. I'm your host, Olga Olifirenko, Product Marketing Lead of Retainly. In this series, I'll be inviting super cool marketing experts, and we're going jointly to bust some most popular marketing automation myth and other myths in digital marketing. My goal is to eliminate marketing realities myth by myth together with you and provide you with all insights and tips from the best minds in the industry. I'm excited to have my first guest, a great friend of mine, top-notch industry expert, my ex-colleague from Microsoft and the future fan and IT entrepreneur, Andrey Burlutskiy. Hi, Andrey. How are you?
Hi, Olga. Hello, everyone. Good to hear you, have you, and thank you for calling me top-notch expert. That's so cool. Hello.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's the first series for us. And today we're going to discuss artificial intelligence.
Oh,
AI
yeah.
is rapidly changing in the marketing landscape, and it brings new opportunities like ChatGPT and other tools based on this technology. Rumor has it that lots of marketing experts are now thinking if their profession would still exist. The constant evolution of the technology uh, creates lots of myth around it. So let us debunk some of the most popular that I've collected. But before we go, there is the surprise time. Andre will pick the most interesting question, and the author of this question will receive a very cool gift from Retainly team. So please don't be shy. Put your questions into the comment box, and let's make this myth busting series a blast.
So cool
Andre,
idea. Yeah, cool idea, Olga.
yeah, so it was a surprise for you as well. But I know you like receiving gifts and giving gifts you like even more.
Of course.
All right, so let's proceed to our first myth that says that AI in marketing is too expensive, especially for small businesses. What do you think about it?
Well, it's always a question like, what does it mean expensive? I mean, for some small business companies, $500 can be not expensive. For some companies, even $100 can be expensive. Depends on the size of the business. But overall, I think this myth is more lie than truth. Because let's look at the hype technology ChatGPT. It costs $20 per month. Is it expensive for a small business? I think for any small business, it's affordable. So it can be really used. And we both know that in the B2B software world, the subscription model of the software distribution makes it affordable for any type of the business. For example, if you want ChatGPT, it's $20 per month. Okay. If you want to buy a Midjourney subscription, it's $8. But this is hype technologies. Professional marketing technology stack, like things like I'm using a lead feeder for account-based targeting. It can cost me from $100 to $300 per month. If I'm using Reply.io for email marketing, which also includes AI inside. This is the thing. That's why I'm highlighting those technologies. It's $50, or Grammarly or Retainly. It's 12 and from $100 to $200 per month. So at the end of the day, it's very much affordable, and you can use those pieces of software that you need today or this month or for the project. This is like what I think. And if we talk about the businesses, they always think about ROI of their investments. And here is an example with the Midjourney. I like it very much. With the Midjourney, you can create a logo for your company. Now, imagine how much you will pay to the agency or internal designer to create a logo. So, can you pay $8 for Midjourney? I think yes. And this is the story how it works. But in the end of the day, to make our conversation more meaningful for small businesses, it's always a question, if you have the right data for AI technologies, and if you have a use cases described how you're going to use it to get an AI, to get an ROI. So this is how it works.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for such an insight. We also use lots of technologies based on AI, and I think it turned the world of marketing just upside down. And
Oh
if you
yeah,
ask me the same question, especially about small teams, I know that small teams don't have huge marketing departments. They very rarely have in-house designers as well. So all those tools can be a great supplement, but not a substitution for
right.
the marketing team. So I think we busted this myth. So it's not too expensive comparing to not having anything at all, right?
Absolutely.
So
You
I
definitely need to have at least something.
I agree that big companies with deep pockets would definitely benefit from the solution, but the rapid expansion of GPT and the price of 20 USD for GPT Plus and 0 USD for simple GPT allows small businesses to benefit from it. Right. So we're going to the next most popular myth, I guess. AI in marketing is too complex and difficult to implement. What do you think about this?
Uh, any technology is difficult to implement. Agree with me. It's always like a challenge to start a new project to try. By the way, do you hear me well?
Yes, but your camera is moving like you're super excited
Ye-
about AI technology.
Yeah, for some reasons I cannot fix it on my laptop. Sorry for that.
Let's imagine it's the technology earthquake. All right, it happens. We're still in the era of adopting technology, so no worries. So let's get back to this myth that marketing is too complex. I understand your point is that it's both truth and lies at the same time, right? So depending on the angle. Whoa, that's the carousel.
Depending on the angle of my camera.
Okay, now it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So just because just because marketing tech companies claim AI in their stack, it doesn't mean that their solutions are actually already better than what you are using now. So then you have a question: do I really need to implement like something new from the market into my marketing stack? It's not always like this way. That's why you are right for this particular question. Is it hard or easy? It's both true and lie. It's a complex story. How and what for small businesses is going to use AI in marketing? There are, for example, there are two models how to understand how much AI tools you need to implement and how to define what do you need to implement. And you can do it in two ways. For example, you can use a problem-based model. For example, you see your retention is very low, let's say 20%, okay, and you need to grow it or you need to decrease it by 6%. And you're trying to find a tool or feature that will help doing it, not to implement the entire big platform or very big CRM system, etc. It can be also a very dedicated platform that can solve right now this problem or use case problem when we describe in very details how we would like to change some of the processes or user behavior. So you do not need to go from all manual to fully autonomous to see the massive returns. I mean, you do not need to automate everything. That's the thing. That's why automating one piece or small part can be very easy. And it's true. Like you open ChatGPT window and you start doing it. In the same way, you can use many of the softwares with AI, but even without. So a little bit of AI can go a long way to reducing costs and driving revenue when you have again the right data and the right use cases, and this is critical. Usually, I see businesses are, hey, ChatGPT, I will use it. How are you using it? Just asking questions, who is Andrey Burlutskiy, or tell me best ideas for blog articles. No, it's some good story for small businesses, but if we're talking about more advanced scenarios, then the story, I think, the very much different. That's how I think. And tell me what you think, and I would like then to summarize it with key obstacles I see on the way to the implementation of AI products.
Well, I fully agree with you, and we've been discussing some of the concepts behind the things as a preparation to this session. And if you remember, I shared with you some screenshots from LinkedIn where some of the marketing specialists globally provide the following. The ChatGPT won't replace your content team. Here is why. A content marketer's job is not to write a content. Their job is to turn your company into industry thought leader.
Right,
So to
right.
create the thought leadership and flip the buy-in relationship, meaning to create the demand and make the leads come into you. So which is probably not the case for small businesses where they can leverage technologies as their assistant to generate blog ideas, to create captivating headlines for their social media, etc., etc. But when we talk about the implementation of technology on organizational level, I assume it requires certain level of the tech stack readiness, the working with data, then some GDPR related stuff,
Compliance, yeah.
compliance implemented in place, and
Mm-hmm.
also having the team, the tech team, and both marketing team when we talk about marketing technology. So people should be trained and they should implement the change management concepts and adoption concepts. And both you and me know how important is that to generate this strategy and to make it feasible and understandable to all stakeholders within the organization. So I'm now curious about those obstacles that you've mentioned some time ago. Would you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, you actually started doing it. So the first one is really the education and training. I mean, how to get as much possible from the technology stack that you have with AI or without AI, but with AI particularly. The second thing I would actually mention the awareness. If you open on the, I think on the cmo.com, the latest technology stack in the world, it consists of hundreds of technologies or companies or products that you can actually consider to help your marketing being better. How to assess all of them, who can make a decision, this is something someone needs to show you and explain, like best practices, or explain how it works in together with other software, etc. The third, I think, is the most challenging. It's actually the employees or talents with relevant skills. Again, this is a big story, and I will give you an example into our audience. For some of the asks to ChatGPT, I have two big lists of A4 size of prompt.
Yeah.
It's huge. I mean, I've spent several hours just to educate myself how to set task to the AI. And this is something we need to learn how to do it from each other to each other, etc. And the last but not least, it's a strategy. I mean, why we use it, what for, what we expect, and what will be the contribution of AI tools to our marketing challenges or problems, whether it's email open rate, whether it's retention rate, whether it's speed of release of blog articles that we would like to see, or as a result, how many visitors do we have from SEO traffic, etc. That's my conclusion on the key obstacles.
Thanks a lot. Before we proceed to the next myth, and then we will go into cover the comments that are already there in the comment box, I would like to ask you, why do you think there are so many myths around AI and marketing? Why people are so simultaneously excited and terrified about this technology? What's going on? What's your personal opinion on this? knowing that you're working for global companies across the world?
It's very easy because it's new and unknown thing, and something which is yet unknown, unknown flying objects. Everybody like, what is it? Who they are? Do we have a life on other planets? So that's why we have a hype. And moreover, I will tell you the next. The models that are used in ChatGPT is a technology called technology level 3, if I'm not mistaken. What does it mean? It means that it will impact our century, not 10 years of our life, but century. That's why everybody is so, I say, exciting in testing, because it will impact how on our century, how internet appeared in the last century. That's the same.
I'm recollecting our first and last audio meeting in Clubhouse, and all the hype around it. But the Clubhouse definitely was not that useful
No, no,
as
no.
the GDP and other tools. All right, so we're going to the next myth. I like it the most. AI in marketing will replace human creativity. And here, talking about this myth as the fan of the future and IT entrepreneur, how do you think AI is impacting human creativity? Are there any roles in marketing that will be soon outdated? Do we need to worry?
But did ChatGPT or other tools you are using already stolen your creativity?
No, that's the tricky question. In my case, it actually opened new horizons for the creativity. And if those tools are used properly and correctly, they are helping, they are removing the hustle from your daily routine, and they are opening like new space, fresh space, in my case, for
Yes.
generating new ideas. So I'm using it like this, and I'm ready to share just a bit later on. But what's your opinion on creativity and about those roles? Maybe some of the roles will be outdated, definitely, but I guess there are lots of opportunities for new roles.
Again, absolutely. And this is a wide question and good myth to speculate around. So let's try to
Yeah,
do it.
let's do
Um,
speculation.
yes, the first, yes, the technologies like language models we see right now in ChatGPT and others will definitely impact human creativity. Generative AIs generate faster ideas, content, articles, concepts, YouTube scenarios, and any other, in any manner, any style, and any context that you provide to them. And it's extremely fast. So this will be fundamental part that will be taken from the person. And I think this is something good, because you mentioned another space for creativity will be opened for you or available, right, to create. Because actually the things like ChatGPT right now is trained based on the information on the internet, but the information on the internet is limited. That's why, in order to be more creative, humans need to create more content, more creative content. So models from AI can learn what humans develop or invent in the world. Okay, otherwise AI will never become more creative than humans, because it is educated on our works, on our texts, on our images. This is how it works. And the idea of AI and algorithms to automate certain types of work, and this is again good for in this part of work, which is for which people are paid, and it will and the amount of resources people invest to create text around the globe is enormous. Everybody's writing text, whether it's
Yes.
on selling on Amazon Marketplace or writing email or article, advertising, whatever. So even to set up this event, you need to create a desk. And if there is a big company, in the big company, for example, there is always a lot of layers of people who are verifying each other job, like to approve the article that has been written by content department. So a lot of those things will be eliminated by AI, and this is good. From the other side, again, we always have the opportunity, and I will keep talking about the opportunities. uh, AI like ChatGPT generates content based on the existing knowledge available on the internet. So it's limited with existing knowledge. This is what I started from answering your question. It means marketers can create something new, really something new and absolutely new beyond the imagination of AI. So you really can be more creative than AI. Some must create new things. Another stuff, and this is my favorite example. Imagine, so we know ChatGPT is using internet. If you open Wikipedia, you will see how many grammar mistakes, syntax mistakes are done. So AI is taking these mistakes and repeats them in your creative text, articles, whatever you do. Yes, you can
That
use
is true.
Grammarly to check grammar or other stuff. But anyway, you need a human who will continue optimizing this text, making proofreading, whatever, making it more mature, targeted to the specific audience, etc. That's how I see it actually works. And actually, only, in my opinion, only robots can replace humans and from the productivity perspective. But we are from, imagine there are 5 stages of automation from zero level of automation to full automation. We are on the level 2. So we are very far away from being fully automized. This is, I think, where we are. And one more thing, I didn't plan to say that, but I will. If you will look closely to what generative AI is doing, like ChatGPT, he's a little bit a liar sometimes, you know? And if he lies, someone should assess if this information is true before releasing to customer email, presentation, article, whatever. So, unfortunately, dear humans, you have a lot of work ahead.
Let's remove the word unfortunately. Sorry, you lost my eyes for some time. I was trying to find the publication which resonated with me some time ago, where I actually enumerated all the tools that I used during the day. Remember that one you commented as well. It includes using Spark Toro to check the target what target audience is reading,
Yeah,
then generate website blog ideas with ChatGPT and Google Spreadsheets, generate some personalized emails with Google Spreadsheets, then start creating some major content pieces using Jasper and I, checking
yeah,
with the Grammarly, launch several automated workflows with routinely, of course, and then health check nurturing campaigns on LinkedIn and Facebook and other social media, and then analyze website performance via Google Analytics. And that's like half an hour, and then doing the rest of creative stuff marketers usually do. But I do agree that sometimes ChatGPT acts as a liar, really, but it's nothing with the technology. It's still learning. So it depends on what prompts are you posting, how properly you are feeding the technology with the proper information. So it took me several days to make sure that when I ask what is routinely, the ChatGPT provides the proper answer, not suggestion some Indian-based company or someone from the
yeah,
United States where this trademark is registered as well, right? So it needs some proper time for education, and us humans, we are now educating. But just for the sake of security, I always post thank you messages to the chat GPT highlighting that
Nice.
when the android collapse would start and you are going to defeat humans, please remember I've been always polite with you. So, and you know what? The chat GPT said it's a good joke, but I will remember that. So that was the
The
best
funny
part.
thing, Olga, he will not remember. Unfortunately, he will not remember. This is one of the issues why, again, humans will have job. He is not remember yet.
Okay, no one knows. You just said that we are at the stage number 2, right? I do believe that they will be well. Sorry, they will remember. But as a wrapping up of this myth, I would like to highlight that marketers won't lose their jobs. AI will not replace marketers, but marketers who know how to use the technology and who can leverage this technology properly will definitely replace those marketers who cannot use it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so just my recommendation, if you still hesitate and you never tried and you're still considering, because as the poll on my LinkedIn page um, suggested, 25% of all respondents that they're still considering. So please go and try. We are here for you. You can continue this conversation. Let's keep it going in the comments. We'll be happy and provide some guidance if needed. Right, now let's go to the questions. We have pretty amount inside. So the first question is from Sergey Sanakov. Hi, Sergey. Thank you for watching. Hi, could you please name examples of using AI in marketing for B2B business model? Andrey, would you take this, please?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say any very general. I just will give you an example. I'm personally advised for small businesses, for example, to use the tool called Copy.ai, which helps based on the link on LinkedIn profile to the person to create a very personal and customized email. Okay, it's very draft, but again, it can be used and it's powerful. What I'm personally using, including the software that includes AI, is, for example,
Mm.
Clearbit or Lead Feeder. It's for B2B to find, understand, and identify companies who are visiting your website, their names, their web pages they visited, and this helps you to target more precisely on the companies you would like to engage with. I'm also using Reply.io. They have a very powerful AI module inside the email composition that helps you to tune email to make it more clickable or readable, etc., etc. So there are plenty of them. Olga, let's do a short post with the possible combinations of technologies that
Yeah,
can be used for B2B marketers. That will be
that's the
very
great
beneficial.
idea. That's the great idea. We will incorporate the names of the tools and some pieces of advice from both me and Andrei, and we'll make sure to share among the audience who are watching us right now or will watch the recording. And by the way, Reply are also a Ukrainian company. So hi to Olivia and the team watching us. I know there are some people from there. And of course, you can use the same ChatGPT. I recommend start using the simple ChatGPT and go with that extension for Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets. Lots of Microsoft tools also have AI component inside. So if you adopt the Microsoft technology on the company level, there are plenty of things in PowerPoint and other tools for you. Thank you so much for your question, Sergey. Let's go to another one. Terrified about AI is nothing compared to the rockets and bombs, I guess. Well, Andrei, that's for sure. I am now broadcasting from Kiev, and I have the whole team behind the scenes to catch up in case something happens to me or
Yeah.
at least to internet connection. So, Slava Ukraine, and we'll definitely win. There is another question from Olga. I have rather philosophical question to Andrei. How can marketers of the 21st century survive in an ethical challenge? Marketers can now collect and use the data that powers innovative AI solutions to make highly personalized content, make content suggestions or sales scripts, and at the same time, we should obey all GDPR rules, first party cookies, and other data security regulations. Thank you for your question, Olga. Andrei, would you mind replying it?
Yes, thank you, Olga. A very good question, and it can be a separate discussion on that. But I would separate your question into two parts. The one is ethical challenge. The other part is GDPR. Anyway, it's connected but not questions. Coming to the ethical challenge, let's talk today about generative AI like Midjourney or ChatGPT or technologies that are available based on their APIs. Everything which is generated by ChatGPT or Midjourney is generated based on the human being knowledge. So if we generate articles which are not ethical, you will get from the ChatGPT exactly non-ethical article. Just think about it because they use our knowledge. If we are stupid, then ChatGPT is also stupid because he's using our knowledge. That's why try one thing. Try to ask ChatGPT to write a harassment article or harassment post for some person or whatever you want, or something about racism, and see what will happen. This is the very, very interesting question, Olga. Thank you. And the other part about GDPR and the cookies, etc. So you know that Google is changing the rules in June or August. I don't remember about the using the cookies. It means that actually we need to think how to address or ask the customers for allowance or consent to deliver the information or use information about them in the other way. Frankly speaking, I don't know how to do it because Google promised to provide workarounds closer to summer. That's why I think it's hard question to answer right now.
Thank you so much. I guess we need to have another session dedicated to ethical myths around AI and marketing, and this is kind of idea generated by humans, not ChatGPT. There are several questions I would like quickly us to go through, and then we are going to wrap up. Anna Dubova, hi Anna, thanks for joining, is asking, are there AI technologies to work in combination with lead generation campaigns in LinkedIn to improve LinkedIn campaigns at any step of execution?
Yes. Short answer. Long answers. Two. The first one, Olga, again, let's do a post or even a separate stream in order to show how it works, what kind of technologies, how the combination works, how the strategy looks like, how it is connected to account-based marketing or regular marketing. I mean, this is a very wide story. From the other side, Anna, I invite you to join on Saturday morning. There will be Kiev online outsourcing forum where I will be exactly talking about answering your question with real life examples based on the methodology account-based marketing. I will show technologies, I will show scenarios and how it is interconnected and aligned with each other. I see that you have this is comment comes from LinkedIn. I will answer under the comment the link to the event that will happen on Saturday.
That's great. Thanks a lot. We had some comments that were actually relevant as we were speaking, like scrapping tools, Selenium, ChatGPT, AI, LinkedIn automation. So there are people suggesting to each other. Thank you so much. I think the last one from Alexander Ushakov. We're happy to have you here, Sasha. Gen AI is using existing knowledge base to generate the response to the user. Is it not the same for us humans to build our own response? Sasha, is your question, or
I'm trying to
does your
understand the
question
question.
relate that we are still going to have an opportunity to build our own responses and feed it to the GPT? Can you please put some comments if we got your question properly? And please put some reaction into the comment box if you want us to have the practical session with an overview of the tools that are relevant for marketeers today based on the AI. We'll be happy to make it work.
Yeah, Olga, I
Um,
would even insist to do it because, again, awareness and knowledge, this is something which is missing very, very much. So let's take the leadership to do it for our audience.
all right, we'll do. Well, thanks a lot. I guess it was a blast. We're a bit out of time, but it's because of the questions and comments. Yeah, we see the audience is reacting like, Olga, yes, please. Thank you so much. So we are going to think about the new session very soon. And I want to say thank you, Andrey, for your great insights. I guess it was very short but very interactive session with a
It
hands-on
is.
experience. And before we go, I would like to invite everyone follow our LinkedIn page, and the next broadcast will come in 1 week, where I'm going to debunk 3 myths of marketing automation, together with Cardin Campbell, CEO of Track, an experienced marketeer and C-level representative. So details will come soon, and now it's time for Andrey to select the best question.
Uh, I'm thinking about the question from Anna Dubova and about the technologies that work in combination with the lead generation, etc. And of course, from Olga Yatsina. So help me, Olga. Which question do you like most?
Why would we select? We can have two winners, and both
Oh
will
yeah!
receive gifts. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you
Olga,
for your
Hannah.
questions. Apparently, I know where to find Olga to represent her with the gift, to give her the present. Sorry, and I will reach out to Anna Dubova to check out the details, and you're going to receive very cool merchandise from our team.
Awesome,
Thank you,
awesome.
everyone, for your time. Please stay safe, stay curious, and let's illuminate marketing myths one by one together. Thanks for watching.
Take care. Bye bye.